Imagine a nation united, a stadium filled with 200,000 fans and a team on the brink of eternal glory. But in the world of football, nothing is ever certain. Today, we're diving into one of the most dramatic and heart-wrenching moments in World Cup history, the story of the 1950 World Cup final, where an entire nation's dreams were shattered in what became known as the Maracanazo. Brazil, poised to claim their first World Cup title, faced Uruguay in a match that was meant to be a coronation. But football is a game of surprises. And what happened next would stun the world and leave a lasting legacy. And certainly don't forget to hit that subscribe button. In the sweltering summer of 1950, the football world turned its eyes towards Brazil, the host of the FIFA World Cup. The tournament, eagerly awaited by millions, marked the return of international football after a 12-year hiatus due to the Second World War. This World Cup, however, held an unusual format. Instead of a knockout stage, the final four teams entered a round-robin group, with the champion to be decided by the team with the most points at the end. Among these teams, Brazil and Uruguay stood out, and their impending clash promised to be nothing short of spectacular. The grand Maracanã Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, a colossus built to host this prestigious event, brimmed with life on July 16, 1950. An estimated 200,000 spectators, the largest crowd ever to witness a football match, filled the stands, their hearts beating in unison with anticipation and national pride. Brazil, having dominated their opponents with a series of impressive victories, needed only a draw to lift the coveted trophy. The Seleção's fluid and attacking football had captured the imagination of the world, and the final seemed a mere formality. Uruguay, though formidable, were seen as underdogs in the shadow of Brazil's dazzling form. The Brazilian media had already proclaimed victory, newspapers were printed with celebratory headlines, and the nation was poised for a grand celebration. Yet in football, as in life, nothing is certain until the final whistle blows. The match began with Brazil displaying their characteristic flair and attacking prowess, pushing relentlessly against the resolute Uruguayan defense. The first half ended goalless, a testament to Uruguay's steadfast resistance. Early in the second half, Brazil's persistence paid off when Friaza found the back of the net, sending the Maracanã into a frenzy of joy and anticipation of the final triumph. However, the football gods had scripted a different ending. Uruguay, undeterred by the roaring Brazilian crowd, began to mount their counterattack. Juan Alberto Schiaffino leveled the score, stunning the sea of yellow and green. With the game hanging in balance, Alcides Ghiggia etched his name into the annals of football history. In the 79th minute, his decisive goal silenced the Maracanã, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of Brazilians. At the final whistle confirmed the unthinkable. Uruguay had triumphed 2-1, snatching victory from the jaws of Brazilian certainty. The Maracanazo, as it came to be known, represented not just a defeat, but a national tragedy, a collective heartbreak that resonated far beyond the confines of the football pitch. The shock was so profound that Brazil abandoned their white jerseys, switching to the now iconic yellow and green kit, seeking a new identity and a fresh start. Jules Rimet, the president of FIFA and the man behind the creation of the World Cup, was present at the Maracanã Stadium for the final. Confident in Brazil's impending victory, Rimet had prepared a speech in Portuguese to present the trophy to the Brazilian team. As the match progressed, Rimet, like everyone else, anticipated Brazil's triumph. But as Uruguay turned the game around, Rimet found himself in an unprecedented situation. He had to quickly change his plans. In the chaos and emotion that followed Uruguay's shocking victory, Rimet quietly handed the trophy to the Uruguayan captain, Obdulio Varela, without any grand ceremony. The pre-prepared speech in Portuguese was left unsaid as a somber and stunned silence fell over the Maracanã. This subdued handover of the Jules Rimet trophy is a poignant footnote to the dramatic events on the field. It highlights the profound impact the match had, not just on the fans, but on the very fabric of the World Cup's history. The psychological impact of the Maracanazo on Brazil was immense. Moacir Barbosa, Brazil's goalkeeper, bore the brunt of the blame, his life and career overshadowed by the haunting memory of Ghiggia's goal. The nation's overconfidence and lack of preparation for the possibility of defeat were laid bare, a harsh lesson learned through bitter experience. For Uruguay, the victory was a testament to their resilience and skill, earning them their second World Cup title and cementing their legacy in football history. The match remains a powerful narrative of the sport's unpredictability and emotional depth, a story of how underdogs can rise to the occasion and how the surest of victories can slip away in an instant. Brazil entered the 1954 World Cup with a renewed sense of determination. However, they faced a tough quarter-final match against Hungary, known as the Battle of Bern due to its physical and contentious nature. They were defeated and sent home packing, but 4 years later, a golden era would arrive. By 1958, Brazil had rebuilt its national team with a focus on skill, teamwork, and discipline. This tournament marked the emergence of some of the greatest players in football history. The squad included a young Pelé who, at just 17 years old, dazzled the world with his talent. Alongside him were legends like Garrincha, Didi, and Vava. Brazil's new tactical approach and emphasis on attacking football paid off. They won their first World Cup title by defeating Sweden 5-2 in the final, with Pelé scoring twice. This victory marked the beginning of Brazil's golden era in international football. The ghosts of 1950 were being exorcised, therefore, and Pelé and Brazil would win more titles in 1962 and 1970 in unprecedented fashion. Further generations would earn glory in 1994 and 2002. Generally helping the Brazilian population to forget about past failures. That was, of course, until in 2014 when they conceded 7 goals to Germany in a harrowing semi-final defeat in their own host tournament. They are still trying to recover from that one now. The legacy of the 1950 World Cup final, the Maracanazo, reminds us of the profound impact sport can have on national identity and the collective consciousness, and quite frankly, how ludicrously big the beautiful game is in Brazil. It stands as a symbol of football's drama, its capacity for joy and despair, and the eternal truth that in football, as in life, the outcome is never certain until the very end.